Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Chakras and Cusswords podcast. I am so glad you are back, my faves, my favorite magical, mystic, cosmic baddies. Welcome. And if you are new to this podcast, welcome. My name is Katherine. I am the podcast host, and I concentrate on everything astrology, chakras, spirituality, spooky even, and just out of this world, right? I would consider myself an alchemist. I love energy, metaphysical energy, the law of manifesting, the law of karma. I live by those laws of karma, and I am happy that you are here. Check out some of the guided meditations if you are into meditating and becoming one with the area of the universe and the cosmos. We get into it here. We definitely get into it here. And I know you guys are here for this full moon in Aquarius to get down and dirty on what this full moon in Aquarius means, what we're going to do about it, what we want to do about it, what we shouldn't do about it, and the chakras and crystals, and of course a little mini reading because I like to do the readings. I definitely consider myself a tarot based reader. Besides reading the energy that is in the room. Oh, have you ever stepped in a room and the energy has just been whack? Like so whack. Do people still use the word whack? I mean, it's just been so bad. And like you walk in and you're like, this energy sucks. This is my cue to go. Oh yeah, definitely. But enough about that. Let's get into the energy of this full moon in Aquarius. This full moon in Aquarius is occurring on Monday. Yes, it is a Monday, bitch. Okay. And if you are working with your favorite coworker, maybe you guys were besties at one time and she's just getting on your nerves, it is going to be a time that you're going to want to do a meditation before you hit that floor. Because let me just tell you, the energy is high, the emotions are high, and areas of manifesting is high. And we don't want to accidentally manifest some evil hexing with our throat chakra, do we? Well, maybe you do, but who knows? But let's get into this. Okay, so definitely take your time, right? This energy is going to be high. It's going to be high. It's a full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed sign. We're going to get into it. So definitely, if you need some time, this is the day that you are not going to let the Monday blues stop you. You are going to be present because this full moon is happening at 2:25 Pacific. No. 2:25 Eastern time, and it will occur at 27 degrees. Oh, baby. But this is definitely a time that we are going to feel the full moon. We are going to set to bring a blend of intellectual and emotional energy in the forefront. And yes, Mercury retrograde is occurring, so please do not be crying in your room if you should manifest, meditate, or do a ritual bath. It's full moon. It's intentions of Aquarius. Do you think the Aquarius energy is like, I'm not going to do anything because there's a Mercury retrograde? Fuck no. The Aquarius, okay, first of all, Mercury feels comfortable in the energy of Aquarius. It exhalates over there, but the Aquarius energy is saying, a bitch, okay, there might be some miscommunication, right? We know this, but you are still going to want to definitely create intentions. Duh. So yes, there's going to be a Mercury retrograde occurring. We know this. It is in the sign of Leo now. And this area might bring some communication mix-up and some delays, but this full moon adds another layer of intensity. It really adds this area of combustion and intense nature that the Aquarius bring. As the sun is up opposing the dramatic sign of Leo. And that's what I'm saying. If you need to take time away from people who are drama, and if they're especially at the workplace, do it. Okay. Or take some cool breaths in and out. It's known for that vibrant self-expression, right? That the Leo brings. We're going to see it. We're going to see that energy. We understand that energy is there. The moon will also be centered around that energy of opposites, because the Aquarius and the Leo, sun in Leo, Aquarius, moon in Aquarius, are opposites. But this opposite energy feels to be centered around innovation, because the Aquarius is around innovation. It's around that energy of communication, also with technology, that energy of Uranus, that energy of Saturn, responsibilities. So it's definitely a energy that we're going to want to tap into, but we're also going to see that there is going to be a little bit centered of obstacles aligned with it. I mean, it is what it is, right? The Aquarius, being a fixed air sign, encourages us to have deep thinking and reflection, and also to be centered around the big picture. Like, what are the big picture? Ideas, goals, community, all that tied into this full moon. Saturn and Uranus, because Saturn is the traditional planet, but Uranus is the modern day planet of Aquarius. So it governs these boundaries in areas of innovation and also areas of rebellion. And it lets us see our limitations, and also it tells us, snap out of it, get into your responsibilities. This full moon could highlight areas in your life where you need to establish and reinforce boundaries. Saturn influence might also have more energy of our constraints, our areas of responsibilities and limiting factors that we just need to have more discipline with. And I'm currently doing a detox for this full moon. So, if you guys see me and I'm acting crazy or extra bitchy, just know that I am detoxing. This is given the area of association, this energy, which might prompt us to look at our past limits and also advocate for us to cause energy and explanation to why things just didn't work out. So it can be seen as an emotional roller coaster, especially with areas of conversation, as Mercury is in retrograde, but also because the Saturn energy of our responsibilities is sneaking back up. And we have to remember that karma factor. Karma. Now, don't go out hexing anybody during this full moon. This is one full moon. I know people love a good hex, okay? Shit. I know a lot of witches who do not live by the third rule or the rule of three, that if you hex somebody, it's going to come back to get ya 3 times harder. A lot of people say nonsense. That's a whack. And I don't live by it. I live by knowing my power, knowing my strengths, and if somebody crosses me, I might put their name in the freezer or in a lemon. That's a different podcast. But anyways, I'm just saying, with this area of responsibilities, that alignment of Saturn and us being in the year of 8, which is a karmic energy, we should not hex anybody during this full moon. Okay, guys, let's not. But you do you and I'll do me. Anyways. And that karmic energy, is also aligned with Mercury. Mercury feeling nice and cozy in Aquarius because it exhalates there. So typically, I would concentrate on intentions on my responsibilities, right? Also, let's talk about this 27 degrees in astrology. So in astrology, each sign, because I know the people who are listening to the astrology series, we haven't really got into the degrees, but we're going to for this one. Okay, so in astrology, the zodiac has a span of 30 degrees, and the Pacific degree at which planet or the point, like the sun, the moon, or the ascendant, is located can add an area of interpretation to that astrological alignment. When a planet or a point is at 27 degrees of any sign, it is near the end of that sign, which certain brings intensity and maturity. So we want to be mature people. The thing about the critical degrees is some astrologers consider 27 degrees to be a critical degree, particularly in areas that are with fixed signs, right? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Critical degrees are thought to be heightened by the expression of the planet or the point of the degree, making its effects more pronounced in the person's life. For example, at 27 degrees, you might manifest its qualities in a stronger and more urgent way. So, be mindful with this 27 degrees. Maturity and mastery really comes out in the areas of the closing. And that's what we see with 27 degrees. It symbolizes that completion of mastery. What are we centered around completing, and centered around the expression that is associated with lessons and that energy. It is also seen as a transitional state. That's why I'm saying we have to be mindful with this full moon. We aren't going to want to waste this energy on hexing somebody. We're going to want to take this energy to either, okay, so maybe not a hex, but you could definitely do a cord cutting ceremony with this energy to better the intentions of your overall being, of your responsibilities. There might be a sense that wrapping things up in a current sign of the energy before stepping into the dynamics of the following sign. So this is the energy of connection with the fixed stars. In some cases, the 27 degrees can be aligned with significant fixed stars depending on the sign. Fixed stars can add an extra layer of meaning or influence, often tied into mythology and ancient astrology interpretations of the energy of 27 degrees. For instance, 27 degrees in Taurus is close to the fixed star Algol, known for its intense and sometimes challenging energy. Remember when everybody was saying that was like a demon mean star? So it is some energy that can definitely be interpreted as intense. On a personal level, having a planet at 27 degrees might indicate an area of life where you have gained significant experiences. And if it's experiences that you need to do, sometimes it feels like a challenge. But most of the time it's because you need to learn, you need to grow. So it's just kind of like a challenge. It's not supposed to be easy because it's a challenge. It's just that energy of, moving forward and creating that personal growth. So the reason why Aquarius stands out for the full moons is because of the innovation and the forward thinking. So we want to see the areas of technology stand in our sight, and also the energy of boundaries and the energy of interest. Also, the humanitarian approach that the Aquarius brings. The Aquarius definitely prompts that energy of justice and human rights. They care about the world, of making it a better place, making the community a better place, but they are a very independent nature. It's a very independent energy. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you did a cord cutting ceremony for this full moon and you really were going to practice no longer being aligned with that certain energy or that person, then this would be a good full moon to do it. But you want to be independent and free. So do not do a cord cutting ceremony if you still live with the person, people, please. Thank you. Independence is a crucial area of the Aquarius, and they value freedom and autonomy. I can't say that word. and dislike the feeling of being constrained by rules or expectations. They are often seen as free-spirited individuals that march to the beat of their own hip-hop drum. Hopefully that lady who did the Olympics was not a fucking Aquarius. Oh God, bad rap. That was definitely some break dancing that was definitely unconventional and horribly bad. But they are rebellious. The Aquarius is rebellious. As an Aquarius, the sign is very intellectual. Why? Thank you. And it enjoys engaging in deep and thoughtful conversation. I wonder if all Aquarius is that podcast. But anyways, and they are strong analytical minds, and they are interested in understanding how things work. But they do detach. The Aquarius does detach, especially in emotional situations. Like getting an Aquarius to cry, they must have some water in their chart somewhere. Maybe it's their Mars, maybe it's their Venus, but like most Aquariuses are just kind of like, okay, I'm done. Definitely we are going to take this energy, right? But there is that center of being unpredictable in the contrast of this full moon. So I feel like something might pop off on this full moon because of Uranus. Uranus fucking shit up, like always. But anyways, I definitely think that there is some passion, and that rebellious energy might definitely stand in that energy of moving forward for this moon. What would I like to see you guys do as some rituals? Well, the Aquarius, I'm going to be honest. The Aquarius has that humanitarian approach. So maybe clearing out your closet. That's what I'm doing. Clearing out your closet, giving things away, that collective energy. Also, if you can organize a group meditation, I always say I'm going to organize a group meditation in person one, and then I just don't do it. That's my energy of responsibility. I was like, oh, it'd be so nice to have group meditations in the park, and all my witchy friends will come from my neighborhood, and we will be so cutesy, so demure. But it never happens. Because why? My Uranus energy just can't get me to get my shit together. Also, a detox and a digital cleanse. So I'm definitely kicking down the technology after I record this podcast. But I'm definitely kind of going to give it a little break after I finish recording and release all my PR. No, just joking. But I'm definitely going to, try to do some art, try to take some more creative steps. And also I am doing not just a tech detox, but also a an alcohol detox and a food detox. So your girl is over here sweating and feeling a little lightheaded. Oh, let's continue. Vision board for the Aquarius is definitely full moon energy. And also a manifesto. So you want to challenge that area of goals and determination and responsibilities. I would like to see the water barrier have some energy towards some full moon water, and also some energy of clearing. I love a good clearing. This is also a good moon to set boundaries because of Saturn. So for boundaries, you're definitely going to want to use a dark blue or a yellow candle. Some people will use a black. You could use a black candle. Yes, you could use a black candle if you have to. But I would really want to see a dark blue or even a maroon color for some Saturn energy. Also areas of reflecting and creating some affirmations, speaking those affirmations into existence. Crystals I would use for this full moon in Aquarius, definitely the amethyst, the aquamarine, and the labradorite. Say that 3 times fast. The amethyst is associated with spiritual awareness, higher intuition, and a calming energy. Meditate with that, baby. Also, the aquamarine is centered around clear communication, which we're all going to need because of Mercury retrograde opposing the sun that this moon is in. Ugh. So Aquarius definitely is emotional clarity. So we're going to want to use that aquamarine, especially if we feel like our words have been a little flustered. We want to carry that aquamarine with us. And the labradorite, thinking baby, transformative, protective qualities that the Aquarius has towards thinking. And this is going to be aimed towards transformation. Okay. Now, of course, for your clearing, you're going to want to use a quartz or some kind of citrine, something like that. But let's get into what chakras we want to concentrate for this full moon. The chakra that I am going to definitely say in the order of this is heart chakra, center of the chest. We also have to remember that the Aquarius is a air sign, and the heart chakra is centered around air. Also, we have that energy of compassion and community, and also Leo rules the heart. And then we have the throat chakra, where that area governs communication. We also have expression. The Aquarius is seen to be innovative and also very sharing, and very self-expression really comes through. And they are seen as an honest zodiac and engaging in areas of like journaling, wearing your aquamarine, doing some humming, saving that throat chakra. I was really nervous. I thought my throat chakra was out yesterday because I came home and my voice was so raspy, and I was like, let me preserve my throat chakra. Also, we have the third eye chakra, the forehead between the eyebrows. The third eye is associated with intuition, insight, higher consciousness, and that area of meditation. And we are going to want to intertwine the third eye with the amethyst or the labradorite, also in areas of intuition, and also the throat chakra with the aquamarine, and the heart chakra with the aquamarine or the clear quartz. Okay. Association with innovation, definitely with the area of the Aquarius. We're going to want to think big. When we think about areas of myths, one of the myths that stands out to me is the water barrier. Famous for the Aquarius is that area of the young prince of Troy, Ganymede. According to Greek mythology, that exceptionally beautiful. He caught the eye of Zeus, the king of the gods. Zeus, in the form of the eagle, abducted him and brought him to the Mount Olympus to serve as the cupbearer for the gods, pouring water and wine for them. Oh, so maybe I could have some wine for this detox. As a reward, Zeus granted him eternal youth and immortality in gratitude for being the water barrier, symbolizing his role in serving the gods. So acknowledging serving humanity and the collective, definitely. So let's get into the reading. Okay, so the rhythm of the reading goes like this. If you are a regular, you already know it. We're going to start with the fire signs. The decks that I am using today, and I need to organize my decks, they're getting kind of crazy all over the house, is the Crows Tarot deck and also the White Light Oracle deck. Okay, so let's get into it. For the fire signs, that means that you are a Sagittarius, a Aries, or you are a Leo. Oh, so your first card, definitely wake the fuck up. Stop being a fool. I don't know how else to say it. Set boundaries, babe. Set boundaries. Time to set the boundaries. We're going to set the boundaries and dive deep into responsibility. Okay? That's what this full moon is saying. Dive deep into responsibility, areas of technique, areas of looking at the purpose of movement and coming forward with the enlightenment. This is centered around you. This is not centered around anybody else. So if somebody's been lying to you, or you feel like they've been lying to you, or you feel like somebody is playing you for a fool, I'm going to have to tell you they are. And you really need to just let it go. Let it go. Also, in areas of intentions, I want you to remember that prosperity is coming, and prosperity and movement is in the right focus. So see that Leo energy. I know this full moon is in Aquarius, but we're going to dive into the Leo energy that is currently occurring. And if you are a fire sign, you might be a Leo. So you're going to dive into that energy as well. You're definitely going to live in the area of prosperity. I want you to listen to the Lionsgate portal meditation just one more time. You're going to see that area of brave that you are, and acknowledge that you can let go of certain situations. You might have to do a cord cutting ceremony this time. Definitely don't feel like there should be shame tied into it. There should never be shame when we are learning and seeing who people are, right? So if somebody has been lying to you or hurting you, it's time for you to look at the responsibilities. Also, if this is more an interpersonal reading where you need to really do a, what do they call it? Wake up and see the area of boundaries and see the area of how you can improve. It's a life-changing full moon. And it is an energy that we are going to want to use that 27 degrees to transform. So if it hasn't been great, it's going to get better, okay? It's going to get better, especially in areas of wealth. So maybe you're on a job that you hate. Leave that fucking job. Just leave it. Or you feel like people are playing you for a fool at the workspace. Leave it and start fresh. Also, we're going to have to, not be so fixed, not be so stubborn, and move with the progress, move towards looking forward. So that is for the fire signs. For the water signs, if you are a water sign, that means that you are a Cancer, a Pisces, or you are a Scorpio. So let's get into it for the water signs. For the water signs, I feel like you're headed in a good direction, especially in areas of money. I do feel like there's a lot of movement for you. I also want you to really tie into the areas of the throat chakra, and also looking forward in, like, I feel like there's some movement for you in like bigger and better direction. Like maybe that direction isn't really something that you thought of, but I feel like some city life is coming. I feel like you need to look through the area of obstacles and move forward. I also want you to really concentrate on everything that is happening in a rhythm of 4. So if like you decided you want to take time to, take a couple days off work, or, take some time to yourself, or write some mantras, do it in the energy of 4, or the energy of affirmations, where it looks like you're saving $40, you're saving $400, but look at the energy of 4 and also use that space. Also, I want you to really think about how you can change in better circumstances than where you are right now, towards moving at a closer place. I also see like you're kind of like going to be highlighted. I don't know, like maybe like you're on a stage or something, but something really happens where you have like a highlight, like you're really highlighted, and it looks very positive. I also see some energy around forgiveness, definitely around forgiveness. I don't know if you need to forgive somebody, but I feel like, have you been seeing the angel number 444? Like consecutively, like consistently? I do feel like maybe there was a past relationship, or maybe there was something that you need to forgive. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe you need to forgive yourself in some energies. I definitely feel like there's some intimacy coming your way. Maybe a partner, maybe a new partner if you aren't intertwined with somebody, but I do feel a big love connection coming your way, or time for you to work on the love connection that you have with whoever you are with right now. For the earth signs, if you are an earth sign, that means that you are a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. And you are very strong. You have a lot of strength. And I don't want you to be scared of change. I don't want you to be scared of the legend that you are. I don't want you to be scared of movement. I don't want you to be scared of making a new decisions if that's what the cosmos are calling for you to do. But you have a lot of strength right now. You have a lot of power. You might not see it. Sometimes I feel like none of us see it. We don't really understand how powerful we are until we really start living in it. You are so strong. And I also feel like maybe somebody was fogging your vision at some point, and I want you to like wipe it away. If you can do like a really good aura cleanse, you should definitely do one, and then move forward. I also feel like there could be like something coming up with like a wedding. I don't know why I'm feeling wedding vibes, but I just am. For the earth signs, I'm feeling like very wedding vibe-ish. Wedding vibes all the way. And also, I want you to be centered around meditation for this full moon for the earth signs. But I definitely feel some wedding vibes coming around. And I also feel like there is a strength with not just you, but also with your ability of somebody else. Like maybe you're helping somebody else, but definitely continue to have faith in it. And also I see a lot of energy towards moving in a new journey, like a big new journey. So don't be scared. If that's something that's been holding you back, do not be scared. Go ahead and move in it. For the air signs, if you are an air sign, that means that you are a Aquarius, so this is your moon, or you are a Libra, or you are a Gemini. So let's get into it. So for the air signs, honey, you are so smart. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. You are going to look at that energy of what it is that you want to continue to do, what it is that you want to continue to improve. If you do need to do some releasing, go ahead and release those old energies. But I definitely see a celebration. I definitely see a lot of movement. You stepping in your leadership role, you taking it, you owning it, you understanding who you are. The throat chakra is strong. You are a queen, babe. The throat chakra is strong. I definitely feel a lot of throat chakra energy. If you need to work on the chakras, please do the heart, the throat, and the third eye, like we talked about. But also I feel like you are mastering what you need to master. So continue to be set forward in intentions that you have already created. Just reinforce them. That's really what I want to see, is reinforce it. Let the air guide you. Let the air guide you. Let the universe guide you. And you are doing magnificent. I do see a lot of journey your way and a lot of wisdom. So I want to thank you guys for listening to a Chakras and Cusswords podcast. Thank you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And everybody have an amazing day.